bringing the good camera back, boys. Woo! Today is a very special day, boys. Today we are starting off the manual swap on the coupe. Driving to the shop right now. When we get there, I'll go over some more details, but let's just get to the shop.
Can I help you?
Hi, could I get a large iced cookie dough regular? All right, everyone, I just got to the shop. Joey's just finishing up his SRT right now. He had to take the O2 sensor out because it was like, what, turbo?
I took my wideband out because I'm selling this to some pussy who's not getting all my aftermarket parts. Because I thought buying 6 Neons was a good idea. Yeah. It's okay though, but I'm sponsored by Mike. Make sure everybody pick up their icy ass stickers.
Link in bio. Link in bio. All right, so we are going. We're gonna tow the Civic with this SRT.
Volkswagen. Dude, I got that ill torque. Don't worry, it's a Neon. Jesus.
Watch out.
Who's really beat wannabe Del Sol is that?
I'm kind of digging this
Where is
Ford
this
wagon
thing?
now.
This corner right here?
Look at that.
If it wasn't
Yeah, it's up here.
by the boat right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right next to it.
Why do we not own that?
What? Redneck.
Redneck. Oh, Mike.
So that NA turbo done.
Dude, that has me dead. Is that the intake? Oh, it is. I will give me the camera. Give me the camera and just turn on, just fucking pin it.
In one part.
We'll just send a piston through parts.
Alright, so
Mike,
what
this is literally your engine bay from the Del Sol because it was
Literally.
red originally.
and now it's
just
gold.
spray bombed
Same.
gold.
This is like
the old GSX valve cover. Oh, it has the, yeah.
So yeah, that's what Steven painted my intake.
Yeah.
Or Emily actually.
Should you get
Steven's
a
fired.
should get a bottle of
Yeah.
nitrous.
It would have broke.
Got it. Got it hooked up to the manifold.
What? Yeah.
No.
This thing's light.
Just stand in the trunk then, you pussy, if you're such a big dick baller.
my arm fucking dislocated.
Wait, do you feel right?
Steven! Alright guys, I'm the new Tom McCabe, just wait on it. Thumb up.
It's funny because it actually does sound kind of like a Subaru. Listen to the back. It idles like every Honda with a beat IAC. So basically it's all of Lawrence. You want to just fucking drive it then? Fuck yeah! Alright. Screw it, we won't tow it. Oh my god. This thing is so beat.
I don't know what stinks more, this or that.
I neither do I. It's so bad. Ooh. Oh. Come on. Come
Hey! Dude, the whole exhaust shakes.
Fuck yeah. Woo! Didn't even need the neon.
Boys!
This wasn't a good idea.
Brad, what are you doing?
This wasn't a good idea. This was, oh, come on. No, get my screw. All right, guys, so the moment you've all been waiting for, we are finally starting to take apart this sedan and take all the manual stuff off of it. Everything that's valuable on the car, we're gonna take off, and it's gonna be fun. So I can take off the wheels, I can take off the door moldings. I can boys, hey! I gotta be YouTube famous. I can take the wheels off, I can take the moldings, the side mirrors, the headlights are good, taillights are good, all that stuff. Some interior things here and there are good. Steering wheel's mint. Seats are actually in really good condition. There's no rips or tears or anything. They just need a good cleaning. And dash has no cracks, but it's a gray dash, but who cares? Yeah, it also has like 4 cranks in the glove box. So, yeah, it's pretty good. So, I guess time to get started. All right, so the first thing that I think we're gonna do is just start by taking all the easy stuff out of the engine bay. Intake, strut bar, battery, all this variable stuff everywhere. So what are we actually taking out of this?
Let's take the battery.
Yeah, we're taking the transmission.
Strut bar.
Yep.
and the wiring harness, and the yeah, for linkage. That's about it for manual stuff that this thing needs. All right, so working on getting the strap up. Working on getting the strap bar out. Strap bar is out. Intake is off, and headlights are all out. They had some janky little HIDs, like junk HIDs in them. But yeah, noticing the wiring is kind of beat on this car. Just kind of runs typical this Honda look. It's fairly common to find wiring that looks like this, but I guess for the manual swap, we're gonna have to use some of my harness for stuff like this because obviously I don't want to put this in my car unless Petrie can make it work and have it.
Literally looks like windshield washer fluid in the cooling system. It literally looks like windshield washer.
Oh my god, I think it actually is windshield washer.
It definitely
fluid.
is.
Yeah, it's
Hold on.
bright blue windshield.
I'm gonna taste it. Let's see. No, she cooling all right.
Oh yeah?
She cooling.
Come to find out, this thing has
I got coolant in my eyes.
eBay sleeves, eBay coil sleeves on them. That makes sense. And it also has adjustable upper control arms, which is pretty cool. So I could sell these. Probably just gonna junk these because these are $40 brand new, and who the hell wants them? But
I know.
I know, but don't.
discovering new stuff every day.
It's all right. We got OSHA on the case, everybody.
There we go.
Hey.
The fat battery.
$500. Woo! All right, so got the passenger side wheel off. Just gonna start taking apart all this stuff. Just like I did in yesterday's video where I replaced the axles. I'm doing the same exact thing, but this should, I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say this is gonna be easier, but this car is really, really rough. So, we'll see. I'm not sure how these things are gonna come out, but they may come out okay, or they may put up a fight and I'll have to cut everything, but really hope not. It's always nice to have nice spindles that I can reuse, but. All right guys, so I got the whole passenger side assembly out. The axle is out. Look at the suspension that's in this thing. Literally the most beat eBay sleeves ever. Upper control arms are really nice though. They got some Megan Racing upper control arms. I might keep those. But motor mounts are all disconnected. Side mounts are disconnected. Now I guess it's just the wiring and all that stuff, and then the bell housing bolts, and this thing should all come out. So. Alright guys, so I've been kind of grinding on this thing for a while now. Got all of the bell housing bolts off, all the motor mounts are disconnected, all of the wiring that's attached to the transmission has been disconnected, starters off, all that stuff. Transmission's pretty much ready to come right out, but we do have to get inside the car, get the center console and the shift linkage and all that stuff. And I discovered with the center console that even though it's black, it's beat. Oh, yeah. It's not in good condition whatsoever. Spring's all fucked up, thing's disgusting, so I'm probably gonna end up buying a new one of these off of eBay or wherever I can find one in black. If not, if I can find a tan one, then I'll just vinyl paint it black. Which reminds me, a lot of you guys were talking about this centerpiece, and I think that I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna vinyl paint it black in another video to match inside the coupe, because I guess it's kind of a hard part to find, and I kind of like that. So I'm gonna probably keep this, and it'll go in the coupe painted black, which is kind of cool. One thing that kind of sucked, and that was brought to my attention when we were driving this car in here, is that it was kind of hard to shift into second, according to Joey over there, who drove he drove the car in, and he said that it was kind of iffy getting it into second. So I'm gonna still continue on tearing this thing apart. If worst comes to worst and the transmission is no good, because it does have over 200,000 miles on it, if the transmission's no good, the Del Sol has the same transmission. We'll take it out of the Del Sol and we'll put it in the coupe, and then the Del Sol will just have to get something bigger at some point. But for now, I'm gonna continue tearing this thing apart. Probably start on the center console, get the all the stuff in here disconnected from under the car too, all that stuff, the shift linkage. And I'll check back with you guys in a little bit. All right, so the exhaust is dropped and shift linkage is unbolted from the actual shifter portion. It's still attached to the transmission, but I had to drop the exhaust so that I can get to the rest of the shift linkage. And then after that, hopefully I can unbolt it and get it off. And then after that, the transmission comes out. So very close to being done. It's just a dirty, disgusting project, and it doesn't help that this car is beat and disgusting at the same time. So it is beat more than my ex, I will give it that. All right, guys, so we just got back from AutoZone and the store. We just got food and stuff, but everything on this car, I believe, is ready for the transmission to come out. I just got the shift linkage out of the car. That was an absolute nightmare. Some of you guys may know those bitch pins that hold a linkage to the transmission. It took me like 45 minutes to get that out. It just wouldn't come out, but all the bell housing bolts are off. The exhaust is dropped. All the wiring is disconnected from the transmission. All that stuff is held up by a jack right now, so I guess it's just time to separate the transmission and hopefully it just pops right out. And then after that, I think I'm gonna start cleaning it because this thing is disgusting. It is just, the whole thing is just disgusting. This is supposed to be clean, but it's not. So we're gonna drop this and then we can start cleaning. Oh boy, we got the GTR out here.
Again.
New car?
One day.
One day?
It's actually
paid off.
After the Evo?
It's not a GTR, it's actually a Sentra with a body kit.
Oh, true.
So quit lying to yourself, Mike. Carlos is so whack. The Benner Booler.
Ooh, dude, she's tummy flexing.
Yeah, what? Hold on, whoa. Hold on, watch your fucking fingers, yeah.
Alright, can we drop it? Yeah, it's off. It's not on the jack.
Go.
It's not on the jack.
It weighs like 20 pounds, so it's...
Yeah,
It is
I know.
on the jack.
It is now.
There we go.
We're out here, boys.
It's a boy.
It's a beat.
It's a
Oh! It's still attached to the axle, so... Cracks the case.
Whatever.
Whack that axle off.
She out. All right, so we just got the transmission out. Thing is disgusting. After that, we dropped the exhaust. It's actually in fairly nice condition. The fart can on it is gigantic. I mean, it's huge. But the whole exhaust really doesn't have any leaks on it, so I can sell this too. Right now, I'm just going to throw the passenger side suspension back together because I want to take it all out and sell it, but right now this car needs to roll, and right now it doesn't because of the way it's mounted. So I need to put the suspension back in, make this car roll again, and then we should be good. So that's going to be it for taking things off this car today. Once this thing is done and out of here, we're going to start cleaning the transmission because this thing is disgusting.
Look at this thing. And then we're gonna dumb toe pick this thing again.
Even the inside.
Thing is so big.
Because the rear main probably leaked like a bitch.
Yeah,
And,
the whole
well,
engine.
actually, no, let me rephrase that. Every seal on this engine leaked like a bitch.
Yeah, this whole engine was just toast.
That's why. No, that's not that.
And there's no training, so I'll tell you what. Definitely no resistance.
It was a Supra. Ow! Goodbye!
Thanks, bud.
No problem.
We're taking a thumbnail real quick and then we'll continue with this and start cleaning the transmission.
Jesus. Bunch of faggots at this place, I swear to God. Especially the neon kids. Bunch of homos. Here. Just lock it and take the keys out.
Back to its resting place it goes. Look at you. I don't know if you guys can't see it from here, but the axle's just bouncing off the ground. Bye-bye, piece of junk. I'll work on you again soon. So, today was a very productive day so far. Manual stuff is out of the sedan. Transmission's looking disgusting, but we'll fix that. And let's go to the car wash and clean off the transmission, so. It's been a good day so far. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Smash that like button if you guys are, because I am, and it's a lot of fun despite the car being annoying to work on. It's fun just kind of tearing stuff out of a car, so hope you guys enjoyed.
Gang, gang.
Gotcha. So we're on our way to get the transmission power washed at the car wash. Hopefully it comes out decent. If not, it's not really that big a deal. I can wash it when we actually start the manual swap, which won't be for a while, but it is good to get all this stuff out of the car. But we are heading to the car wash now.
Oh, it's the one out there. Oh, this is gross. You should have brought one over here.
All right, we got the whole thing agitated, scrubbed, everything. The inside is so dirty. It's so bad, but hoping for the best. I'll set you guys up and we can see the before and after, because I know it's gonna be a big difference for sure.
Does every SRT4 have the shittiest e-brake?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I parked in my driveway.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to park him first. No, just park him first.
Well, it's
Oh.
the turbo timer.
Just turn it off.
Turn what off? How? The turbo timer.
Oh, shit. Go over here, boy.
I got soaked.
Oh, I got soaked. Get it? Already looking better.
Do you guys even know what kind of food Joey likes?
Hit it again. Don't need it to be perfect, but definitely good to get all of that excess shit out of there. Because the rear main seal on this car was leaking, so.
Yeah, it was leaking for a long time because that was black sludge.
Yeah, you were digging out clumpfuls of that shit. So, looks a lot better, as you can see. I'm absolutely soaked because when I sprayed the inside of the bell housing, it just came right back at me, but it's whatever. Definitely a lot cleaner. You can actually see metal. So, today was an overall success. So we're gonna take this, bring it back to the shop, and then call it a day.
See everything.
Way up.
My fucking,
When they're out of adjustment.
No, you're supposed to do it when like it's like
how's this thing coming?
Almost done.
Almost done.
Mine worked when I
Come a while.
Yeah, it was pretty much completely stock except for trans and transfer case.
Yeah.
And now it's got a built head with some stage 2 cams and HKS stuff.
That's badass.
The beautiful HKS cams on it.
I was like, why isn't this going in?
You fucking
Why isn't this going in?
Power Division cams, they look dope. They're billet too.
Billet. I like billet.
Me too.
Got the little wood brakes. Coming along, should be starting soon. Actually, he wants to leave. You want to leave tonight in it, don't you?
Yes. I haven't driven it in a few months, and I've been paying for it to sit here because there's still a loan out on it, so that kind of pisses me off.
Yeah.
And I want to stop driving the Neon.
Yeah. Oh my god, this thing is so dirty.
Yeah, I know. You dumb soap me.
Not only in just water, but like 25 years of. You know what? I think it's good.
Dude, the lens is dumb crap.
So I'm making this video real quick for all the filmers and photographers out there. For a reason why you need to use filters on your lenses. This is literally like life or death for your lens right now. So I dropped this on the ground. It slid off of the Joby tripod, which is really stupid. And that happened. And my first instinct was, I'm out of a $2,000 lens. My life is over. This fucking sucks. We got it off. Glass is perfect. Buy filters for your lenses. They will save your glass. End of story. Back to the paid programming. All right, because that happened, I'm not using the tripod, the Joby tripod with this camera for the rest of the night. I need to find out a better way for this camera to like stay on it before I ever use it again, because that scared the ever-living shit out of me. This lens costs just as much as the camera, and if this were to go bad, I don't know what would happen. But we had a really busy day today. I had a lot of fun regardless of working on the car all day and it getting covered in dirt and everything went according to plan. Nothing broke, nothing snapped, nothing was seized. We got the transmission much cleaner than it was before. Obviously, it still needs to be cleaned and brake cleaned and all that stuff before we paint it. But for right now, this is fine. I'm just glad to see that it is salvageable and we can paint it. So, thumbs up for that. I'm stoked. Aside from the transmission, this is all the stuff that we took off of the car today. You got the linkage with already a short shifter and a weighted Skunk 2 shift knob, which is dope. A intake of which I have no idea the brand. Little strut bar, the headlights, corner lights, all that stuff. I can still salvage like the door moldings and the tail lights and the wheels and all that stuff. All that can come out. And if some of you guys really need the interior pieces, hit me up on Instagram. I'll put it right here, and we can try and work something out. Obviously, shipping seats and shipping wheels and stuff like that is way too much money, especially for those wheels. They're not like expensive. They're not worth it. But hit me up if you guys want anything. That's gonna be it for this video.